Hey guys, Jeff Beggins. Welcome back to Tactical Tuesday. Today, what we're going to be doing is really digging into personalities and the styles that really make this entire business happen. So if you haven't yet, smash the subscribe button so you can get alerted to the new content that's coming out. But for right now, let's dive right back into this one. So last time what we talked about was the true art form and skill of slipping into neutral to really observe your surroundings and paying the best respect to the person that you're dealing with. And then so now that you were in neutral, we left you hanging last time. So now we're going to talk about which gear do you go into and how do you make sure that that drives. So there's really 4 different gears you can go into. Let's take the example, you're knocked on a door, somebody opens up the door. Who is that? And what is behind the other side of the door really is the multi-million-dollar question. There's 4 distinct major personality drivers that really everybody has. You have your D, your dominant personality. You've got your I, your inspiring. You got your S, your supportive, and you have your C, your cautious one. All right, so let's dive a little bit deeper into the total D personality. The perfect example of it would be President Trump, right? So love him or hate him, this isn't a political statement. Let's talk about personalities for a second. This guy is direct, to the point, doesn't give a crap what other people are thinking about him. He's got his job, he's got his task, he does it, right? So you're gonna walk into presentations with other high D people. Now, what type of roles do they typically have? These are normally your presidents of companies, your CEOs of companies. They're driving the big, dark, flashy SUVs and Mercedes, and they're wearing the cars and the Rolexes and all this stuff, and just this statement saying, look at me, damn it. And when you're in your room, tell me what the deal is. How much is my house worth? When are you going to be able to sell it by? And don't give me a bunch of BS and just let's get to the bottom line. And can you do this? And that's not them being harsh. That's just them being them. So let's accept and respect and honor the fact that they're perfect the way that they are. You, if you want to relate to that person, really needs to either crank up your level of D or just make the conscious decision to say, you know what? I'm not going to enjoy this relationship. Refer them out, move on to somebody else. That's the luxury you actually have. But I want you to become aware so you know how the actual choice, right? So the D is a direct driver, dominant personality. I just want to make sure that you recognize and can pay attention, and you slipping into neutral and then jump into that pond should you want to. But if you jump in, make sure you can be able to swim the way they swim, or else they're going to really eat you alive. And then what was the point? So neutral, respect, honor, enter. That's the short version of the D. So let's say you go to the next door and it's knock, knock, knock. Someone else opens the door, and it's the next major personality style is the high I. So now you switch into the I gear, and you kind of might have to elevate your energy a little bit. You might have to be a little more animated, and just to make them feel a little bit more comfortable. The I's are normally the entertaining ones because they are, there's always something going on. There's always stories, there's always talking. They're wearing clothes of some sort that has flowers or designs or something to make you say, nice shirt. Because all they really want to do is talk. And yeah, you don't care about facts really. They don't care about the figures. They just feel about, can we get along? Is this going to be fun? How are we going to do this? Right? So that's the point. So when you enter into a presentation or a situation when you have a high I personality, you've got a decision to make. First of all, you need to be at neutral so you can recognize how the I really is. And then say, all right, if I'm going to play this game, I need to go into I gear. And go into I gear is a little more casual, a little more fun, a little more energetic, just make it a good time. And just make sure they see the importance of this and themselves, and you involve them, and they don't want to be bogged down in details. So you're really having a lot of fun. They're going to tell you stories. They want to hear your stories. So just know that you're going to have to get into that mode. So I just want you to know from the extreme level, they're very entertaining and they're fun to work with, but they're going to be very trusting because they just want the whole thing to be fun and easy and just an enjoyable experience, because that's what they want, is the ultimate connection, the bond, the friend for life, which is phenomenal because not only will they be friends for life, they will start sending you business over and over and over if you have taken the time to actually neutral, respect, pay attention, connect, and give them what they want. Because remember, people like people who are like themselves, and that's what they want, and that's a lot of fun, so enjoy it. So now you knock on the next door and you get a high C personality, kind of a cautious, maybe a little more calculating, a little more logic based, a little more, let me see some stats and datas and figures and facts in order to make a decision. And you might have to really make some adjustments, kind of the way I am right now showing you. And so this type of client might want to see a little more in depth on how you came up with the pricing and the average days on the market, and what's the percentage of the list price to sales price, and what's the ratio of this, that, and the other. So a C personality is going to very rarely just trust you, right? They're going to have to make sure that you earn that trust. So if I'm presenting a strategic pricing analysis to them or going over pricing in any way, I'm going to be prepared, knowing their personality, that they're going to ask me some questions. I might need to know what's the average days on the market, what's the list to sale price ratio, what is the inventory right now, what is the absorption rate going on inside this neighborhood, what can I expect for when I should get an offer, what's the percentage of offers that go under contract that actually close, what's your cancel rate. They want to know this, not to bust your butt, but to make sure that they feel comfortable that they've made the right decision. This is challenging, right? You have to really slip into neutral and say, okay, C mode, let's go. So cautious, integrity driven, honesty, they're going to go from their gut, their feel, and their data, right? So that's what I need you to really understand about the C's. They're fantastic and loyal as can be once you earn their trust. You have to have the facts and the data behind what you're saying to make sure that they know you did your homework and you're the best choice for them. So enjoy and embrace your C's. They'll pay off for the rest of your career. And the last one, knock, 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 is the high S personality, more supportive. And this is a more support-oriented, a little more peaceful, harmony, let's just not rock the boat type of people. And you could probably think of a few in your life right now. You just have to really calm it down and really stress the importance of the comfort and the friendship and the security and the comfort and the taking care of them and making sure everything's going to work out fine. So what do you do when you have the S or supportive style person? So when you slip into neutral, pay them the highest respect you possibly can by making sure that you're slowing it down, that it is still people oriented. This is not a task-based person. This is still about the feeling, right? So their feeling is, can I trust you? Are you honest? Do you have integrity? Do you have my back? Do I feel like really you're the right choice? And it's a slower decision that is made, but it's an extremely strong one. That when it is made, you've got a referral base forever and they know that you have your back. But if you can't fake it, they'll sniff you out in a second. Give them the respect they need, slip into neutral, give them the experience, that gives them the support, and you will have a wonderful relationship with the S's. Here's a great example. There's a deal I was actually involved in here locally where you've got two totally different personality styles. One is a very analytical, high C, accountant-based attorney. And then you've got this other party who was a super high I, total promoter, on TV type guy, pushing products, all kinds of stuff all over the place, over the top energy. Can you see a problem here, right? So you had this seller in this case was extremely kind of reserved, needs data, not because he, for any other reason other than that he's wired in a way that he just needs data, right? In order to feel comfortable, he has to see something. You've got to prove it. You can't just talk about it. So you had this one customer on the buyer side that was like, trust me, everything's good. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. It's perfect. It's done. It's here. I got it. This is done deal. Everything's perfect, right? And to a high I, done. I satisfied everybody's needs. To the high C, it's like, not gonna fly with anybody. Show me some more. Give me some data. Give me some thing. And they get the I personality saying, come on, just trust me. It's gonna work. The C is saying, not gonna trust you. And so you've got this lack of connection, which is not a good thing. So what had to happen here is someone had to get in the middle of this whole situation and just neutralize it, as the key word there being neutral, and understanding the I needed to understand the C needed to understand the I, and that's where mediators need to come in. So if you question why we as an industry exist at the root, it's because we have to deal with this stuff, right? And we have to deal with it daily. I mean, how lucky are we to be able to connect with multiple people a day and be able to create the sport that it actually is, that you actually are able to, oh my gosh, who's gonna be next? And you get the ability to actually say the same thing, just in a little bit different way to different people, because you honor and respect the way that they were raised and the way that they were just evolved, right? And so it's a special art form that very few people even recognize, and those who recognize, even a smaller percentage, that actually learn to practice the art form. And those who do have a phenomenal life, and those who don't are struggling doing a couple deals here and there. So for you, my wish is pay attention, neutralize, respect, deliver, right? Makes all the difference in the world. Let's eliminate friction, eliminate conflict, make sure all the relationships work very well, and have a happy, amazing, epic, phenomenal life. So, and it's in your hands, and it's this easy. It's mastering neutrality, personalities, and then when we dig into mirror and matching next and connecting, all bets are off. It's just off to the races. So enjoy your evolution, and we're having a good time together. So thanks.